Let me know. All right. Good morning to our viewers. Yet another day. We're playing the finals today on ground number 2. We have a team from the West Coast and Arizona Devils playing here. The Arizona Devils have won the toss and chosen to field. There was an awesome amount of fog on the ground earlier in the morning, and with that there is a lot of dew on the outfield as well, so probably they want to exploit the conditions, make use of it, and ensure that they restrict the West team to a decent chaseable score. They have played here once, so they know the ground conditions better. Should be a good game on hands. So West Super Giants versus Arizona Devils. First ball being bowled by Bala Ananda here. And on strike is Anwar. First delivery of the game. Watchfully left alone. It kept a little low, and keeper couldn't hold on to it. Ball just looped back, and the slip fielder did a backup job and back in action over here. So Anwar and Sai. Good ball just outside the off stump. Batsman watchfully played it towards the cover region. No run there at all. Straight to the fielder, back in the bowler's hand. Another slowish delivery. Batsman could not time the ball on that occasion. He just landed up in ambling that ball back to the mid-on. Mid-on is stationed at the 30-yard circle line. Maggie fielding over there. Another wide of the off-stump delivery. Left it alone and rightly called a wide by the umpires. Batsmen are being cautious. They're letting it go. Devils have done a good job so far in the tourney they have reached at this level. Just a hint of a little bit of seam movement there. I think it's the morning dew that's talking. And batsman completely missed that. He played an half-hearted shot. Had no chance of connecting that one over there. Short ball. Again, batsman decided to look to place it through the offside, but didn't get any purchase for that one at this moment. So far, only 2 runs have come off of this over, and both of them through the wides. No run scored yet off the bat in this first over by Anwar. He swings it again and places it in the vacant mid-wicket region. There is a deep mid-wicket positioned. He walks in and does the fielding. One more ball left. 3 runs so far. Sai goes on strike. Okay. Bala on his last ball again. Well, the change of batsman did the number on the bowler on this time. He tried to overcorrect and went way far outside the off stump and missed his line completely. Landed it in bowling another wide. 1 run more for the West Super Giants. Well, this time he pitched it outside the leg stump, and the first success for Bala here. That was way down the leg stump. Innocuous looking delivery, and Sai mistimed that one completely and landed up in looping the ball up straight in the hands of the square leg, and first wicket falls for the West Super Giants. End of over 1, 4 for 1 at the end of the first over. The replay is coming up. As you can see, it was going way down the leg stump, and he completely mistimed that. Ball looped up in the air. Square leg had no trouble pouching that one. End of over 1, break time. Next batsman in is Parag Daiwal. Looks to have decent stats there, and hopefully he will be able to do some damage control. He will be facing the first ball from the other end. Captain here is trying to set the fields. He's getting a deep mid wicket. Yeah, this time around the bowler is Ananda actually. I think the score sheet or the graphics overlay got that wrong. Bala was the first one to bowl. He bowled his first over, 4 for 1. Now Ananda is set to start from the other end. Deepak is setting all the field. He's got 2 men on the deep side on wideish fine leg and the cow corner as it's traditionally called, and the ring is being protected. There's a slip in place for Ananda. Anur on strike. He was very watchful in the first over. I think he has to get a move on here. He has seen it now, and he's got to score some runs. As we saw yesterday and day before, this is a very high scoring ground. You got to make the most of hard ball and the playing conditions here and try to get as many as possible during the power play. Oh, I think the bowler just slipped on his run up and decided to pull out from his run up. So now he wants to go on the other side and change the ends. Ananda is having some difficulty due to the wet pitch conditions on the round the wicket side of the batting or the bowling. He's trying it out on the other end of the pitch. Looks like he's happy with that. Would love to continue on bowling right arm over the wicket. Umpire is taking some grass, putting it back in the patch where it was wet. Ananda to continue. He goes wide of the creads and pitches the ball right on the middle stump, leaving the left-handed batsman, and batsman watchfully defends it to the short cover region. I think Anwar's got to do something here. This is a short game, only 20 overs. Not a whole lot of time for the openers due to the power play. There he goes, swings it bat, places the ball in the safe long on region. There was no timing on that shot, so batsman will scamper through for two. Fielders had ample amount of time to reach the ball and bring it back in the play. Back to the bowler. Anwar continues to bat on this end of, as we call it, the commentator's end. And the other end is known as the walkway road end. So this is the commentator's end. And Ananda is bowling from the walkway end. Next delivery. Alright, a short ball down the leg side, and Anwar had no hesitation in putting that away. He hits a mighty six, as you are seeing it from the umpire signal. 6 good runs scored on this occasion, which pitched way outside the leg stump. Safest shot in the world to play. No protection there whatsoever, and 6 valuable runs for the West Super Giants. Back live. More hits means the ball is going to lose its shine and shape due to the dew on the ground. The fielding team will have to be really careful in terms of maintaining the ball, ensuring that it stays in good condition throughout the innings, and they're able to exploit the moisture on the pitch to get the swing and the seam movement. Ananda in his 4th ball of the over. Again, shortish ball, right for the batsman to hit it. The fielder to his right did a wonderful job of saving a sure shot single or minimum 2. Excellent save by the fielder on that side of the ground. Good commitment shown there. Similar ball, similar shot, but this time straight to the fielder. Nothing can be done on this occasion. I think Anwar can try and hike it over the fielder who's inside the circle. It's just the second over though, so probably he wants to be more watchful. And he's already got a 6 in this over, so he might want to take it easy. Another ball way down the leg stump. Anwar seems to be really strong off of his hips and legs, and he puts that ball in the other field. Another 6 of this particular over. So good over for the West Super Giants. They ended pretty well with 18 for no loss in 2 overs. So Anwar is making a move on here. New batsman in, Parag Daiwal. He's taking the strike at the walkway road end, and Bala probably will continue from this end of the field. Sorry of the graphics there. We seems to have swapped the bowlers. Bala bowled the first over, and right now Ananda just finished his first over, 1 for 14. Yes, it's going to be Bala, the number 22 bowler, who will be bowling from the commentator's end. Good second over. They scored only 4 in the first, and they got 14 in the second. So that's the kind of overs that you would look forward to, especially during the power play. Good first ball up. Parag again being watchful. That was his first delivery that he faced, trying to gauge the pitch probably. And it'll be interesting to see how the third over goes. Bala had bowled 3 wide balls and just gave away 1 single in his last over. Rest of his deliveries were dot balls. Here goes Bala right in the good corridor of that uncertainty where batsmen hate to see the ball being pitched in that corridor, and Bala is doing exactly that. Parag just defends the ball back to the cover region. Fielders are agile today. They are ready for showing a good intent over here, and they're ready for a good showdown between the bat and the ball. Wide outside the off stump, and batsman has mistimed it. Maggie on the long off does a messy job, and Maggie Masala is not working today. One of our cameraman Aman had called him Masala Maggie on the day one when we did the commentary over here. This time the masala did not work actually. It probably left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Easy catch, straight up in the air, and an opportunity squandered. But that gives an opportunity for Parag to cross the ends and bring Anwar on strike. As we know, Anwar is really, really strong down the leg side. We have seen two mighty sixes from him in the last over. Bala will have to be really careful in choosing his line. So he does, but it's really short, really outside the off stump, and batsman found a gap for a good, valuable boundary here. 4 runs off this ball, too short, too wide, and a pretty safe shot to play for Anwar. He exploited that ball to the extent he could. Score is moving on, 23 for 1 in the third over. Good scoring shot by Anwar. He seems to be their mainstay. Ooh, that would be a no ball, way above the waistline. Batsman hit it behind the square, and ball crosses the boundary. So a no ball and a 4. That's not a good sign for the Devils. 27 is the score, and Bala will have to reload. As you can see, that ball was way above the waist. Though batsman mistimed it, he had enough power and the ball had enough legs to cross the boundary for a 4. A free hit in order. Bala will have to be really careful. Anwar has some power and he has a free hit. Fireworks? Short ball did not bounce as much as Anwar wanted it to. He has managed to play that ball down towards the deep square leg region, and only a single on that occasion, so not much damage done. Bala managed to contain that. Score is moving quite briskly now, and I was telling earlier this is a high scoring ground, so we should look at somewhere between 180 to 200 runs on this ground. Anything that less than that will be an easy target for Arizona Devils. They are very aggressive batting. A ball that was turning inside, and again a safe shot through the air by Parag, and he scores a mighty blow and goes for a 6 here. Coming in, ball is seaming today, which is good. I think they need to seam it in the correct areas though. End of over 3 is 35 for 1. So after the first over that went for 4, the Super Giants have done a good job of making the good score here, and they have reached 35 in 3 overs of the power play. There's still 3 more overs to go. Should be exciting play when Ananda will continue for the other end, from the other end. We'll see what captain has on his mind. Who's going to bring it? Is he going to change that? Bowling, somebody else is coming in. Yep, Muji has been called to bowl in. Mujtaba. Change of bowling on the walkway road end. Probably he saw what happened due to the start. I think Ananda wanted to bowl round the wicket, but because of the run up condition, he couldn't, and he landed up bowling a lot of deliveries down the leg and got punished for it. Uh, Looks like Muji will be left arm orthodox spin. Will probably want to. No, he looks like a. We'll see what he bowls. I want to hold the tongue until I see the first delivery. Field adjustments in place. Anwar is super vigilant about it. So looks like right arm round the wicket for Muji. First delivery. Oh, there you go. He experiences some sort of difficulty as well and pulled out at the last moment. Restart and reload. Trying it again. What is he going to try? He's just still gauging and trying to see where the soft spot or the wet spot is. Goes outside the crease and bowls way outside the off stump. And as we have been telling the viewers for last 3 days or so, that boundary is really short, and with Anwar's power and a might, the ball goes beyond the boundary line. Fielder will have to fetch it from the fence on the other end. Mujtaba went really wide of the crease, landed up in bowling the ball really wide outside the off stump, and Anwar played one of the safest shot over the long off or the mid off and straight boundary for him. Anwar has reached to 30 pretty briskly. He's scoring at a strike rate of 200. 15 deliveries took him into his 30s. Sandeep was trying to go lateral. Bowler had to stop and re-bowl. Again he goes wide. And with that wide line that he has chosen, the ball goes beyond the safety zone, and umpire had no hesitation in calling that a wide. I think Muji needs to bowl from close to the stumps so that he can get his line right. Oh. Tried to rush Anwar on that occasion. Anwar wasn't ready to bat. Muji had to pull it back again. Again wide from the crease. Bowled wide outside the off stump. Short ball. Had no protection. A boundary scored by Anwar. Moves on to 34. The score is chugging along quite fast and thick over here. One bounce into the fence she goes. Mustafa's 2 deliveries so far have gone for 11. Very expensive. 46 for 1 in the 4th over. Another short ball. Loops back. Something happened in Anwar's mind there. Probably he was in two minds, or the ball held back. And unfortunately, he has mistimed that ball to the fielder right in his hands. And unfortunately, our top scorer, yeah, it hit right way at the bottom of his bat and just looped up in the air. And easy catch in the covers. So the second wicket falls for the West Super Giants. The score is 46 for 2 in 3.5 overs. Rajendra is the new batter in for West team. Side of the pitch conference going on between the batsmen so that they can make the strategy. Parag has to go at the other end. As per the new rules, the new batsman, even though the batsman's cross, always bats. So Rajendra will be on strike. Everybody's resetting after the celebration, including the umpires. At this point, since the lefty is out, Muji has decided and he's going to come over the wicket. So change of line for him. Rajendra on strike. Bowled in a good area there. Batsman again being watchful, tries to time the ball well and places it towards the point region. No run scored. Another good full ball. Good timing on that occasion. Places that in the vacant area and scampers along to the other end for a single. Scorecard somehow is showing it's Chetan Risbud on the strike. Not sure what's going on today over there. His shirt says Rajendra. See, on this occasion, Muji is bowling from close to the stump and he's getting a good purchase of that particular pitch. He bowled right on the money on the stumps and Parag decided to defend it. End of over number 4, 47 for 2, West Supergiants. Back live here in the 5th over. Karthik is the new bowler in. Change of bowler on the commentator's end as well. I'm watching the fields here. We are supposed to play on 5 fields today, and 3 out of 5 the games are on the field number 4 and 6. The games have not yet started. I wonder what's going on over here. Karthik, number 7 on his jersey, starting a new over. 5th over of the power play, penultimate over. Rajendra gets a wide ball. He hits straight to the fielder. The fielder dives in an attempt to catch the ball but does not succeed. Great attempt by the fielder. That shows the Arizona Devils' commitment. Good dive on his right hand side on this occasion by Muji. After bowling his over, the commitment and the agility that he has shown is absolutely commendable. Admire you for that, Muji. Another delivery. Another wide outside the off stump. And this occasion, batsman completely missed it. Ball goes back to the keeper. It's funny, we're seeing Ananda number 7 jersey and Karthik who's bowling, he also has a number 7 jersey. That could get quite confusing for everybody. Full ball, little bit to the right of the covers region, and some footwork by Ananda there lands up giving a single to the West Super Giants. That brings Parag on strike. Parag has struck one mighty blow for a sixer. We'll see what does he do. We're in the fifth over. Karthik is being watchful and look at where he has placed his fielders. Wide outside the off stump. Parag decides to leave it alone and not hit that ball. He could have hit that ball anywhere behind the point region, but decided not to take the risk at this moment. They already lost 2 wickets, rightly so. Good approach, good thinking. You can see in the background the other game going on, the field number 3 there. Looks like they have got a wicket. Parag moves way down the offside and chooses to put the ball away for another six. That seems to be his scoring zone. Yeah, he saw Karthik was not bowling at express speed. He has enough time to make a move, and Karthik's short ball helped him a lot in putting that ball away easily over the mid wicket for a six. Good scoring shot, 54 for 2. Ball is being retrieved back in the field of play. I think the fielder will have to do a good job of keeping the seam dry and not allowing the leather to become bad. There is a lot of dew on the ground. Sun is shining, that should help drying up the dew, but still, for 6-7 overs, it's going to stay wet on the ground. Another wide but slower ball. Again, Parag did not want to fidget with it. He just leaves that ball alone and lets it go to the keeper, and umpire signals a wide. One more run, 55 for 2. One more delivery left. Wide outside the off stump. Parag just heaves it towards the widest long on region, and another six for him. Good mighty blow. So 5 overs, 61 runs, and 2 wickets for the California West Super Giants. Good scoring rate on this ground. So it will be Muji with off spins. Goes really close to the stumps. Bowls slightly outside the stump. Good length, good pitch. No turn yet for Muji, but the area and the length that he's bowled was really good. No run there for Rajendra. Wide outside the off. No timing on that occasion. No visible footwork by Rajendra. A little lazy on his feet. Probably he's still warming up. And the ball takes the bat off his edge and goes down to the short third man. No run again. Again, plays safely. There was no run there. He tried to scamper through, but he was sent back by Parag, and rightly so. He's being watchful. While there are runs being scored on the other end, this may not be a bad idea. But he has only 2 runs in 8 deliveries that he has faced. That is something for him to think about. He shuffles outside the off, probably trying to go towards the leg side. Looks like that is his favored area. But again, good length by Mujtaba, and Rajendra did not succeed. Way outside the offs. I think Muji is trying to overcorrect himself. He bowled really good deliveries, and as he's progressing in his over, he's trying to go wider and wider. Probably he's thinking Rajendra's leg side. Same thing that we thought about, that Rajendra favored the leg side and he's trying to shuffle. Mustafa probably had that on his mind and he tried to overcorrect, but batsman did not move and landed up in bowling a wide. Another ball in the stumps, and that does the trick. Batsman was way too early in playing his shots, and I was telling Rajendra was favoring that leg side for him his shots. He tried to shuffle and tried to place the ball on the leg side, missed it completely, and ball hits the middle stump, and Rajendra loses his wicket. That's it. Ball is not bouncing much. Parag is hitting the bat on his stump, probably expressing his frustration that he's cooped up at the other end for 5 deliveries, and Rajendra landed up in losing his wicket. Next batsman in is Anand for West Super Giants. So last ball in the power play. So far so good. 62 scored, but the number of wickets that have fallen should be of lot of concern for the West Super Giants. 3 wickets in 6 overs, not a good sign. And we have seen in last several games on this pitch, the last 10 overs purchase a lot of runs for the batting team, but you need to have wickets on hand for that. And right now, the West team is losing their way in some manner. They have a good score on the ground on the board, but the number of wickets would be of concern to the team and the captain especially. Anand on strike will be facing last delivery from Mujtaba. Good ball turning into the stumps. Watchful batsman does not try to do anything with that, just defended it back. And end of over 6 and the power play. And the West Super Giants are on 62 for 3 at the end of 6. Back live here. We are watching the Silver Plate third place game between West Super Giants and Arizona Devils. I can't hear me. Batsman missed times on that occasion. Lance been going towards the point region. A single on cards, of course. Not sure if it's a good idea to wipe the ball that vigorously with the Turkish towel on your waist. That would do a lot of damage to the enamel on the ball and to the leather. Ananda continues from this end. Shortish ball. Batsman very safely puts that away towards the sweeper cover. Only a single. So last 2 overs, Arizona Devils have done a good job of pulling back a little bit. Let's see if they continue doing that. Ananda in his third over. Full wide and hit me written all over it. Unfortunately, Parag hits it back to the sweeper cover and gets only a single. Good shot, but straight to the fielder. Anand Bhokre comes on strike. So far, he's on one of two deliveries that he has faced. I think in the beginning, all the batsmen are going to be watchful. Natural instincts will kick in once they feel comfortable. But losing this kind of wickets because of that philosophy may not work in favor of West Super Giants. Already lost 3 wickets in 6 overs. Ananda continues. Goes wide of the crease. Tries to bowl a slower one. There was a chance for Maggie to hit the stumps and get a direct hit. A sad miss by him. Anand was a bit late in starting his run, but he made it in the end. Oh, he could have made his ground. I think he was safely in by the time ball crossed the stumps. But good attempt by Maggie. Goes wide down the leg side. Everyone missed it. The bowler missed it. The batsman missed it. Keeper caught it though. So wide signal by the umpire. 2 more deliveries remaining. So reload for Ananda. He's getting a good cut from the seam towards the leg stump of the batsman. Probably that caused ball to go down the leg. Way outside the off stump. It seems Ananda is losing his team in his third over. Recharge and reload here. Maggie has been pushed back after the power play restrictions are done. There are 4 fielders patrolling the boundary. Maggie is here right in front of me. Good delivery. Good alert. Running by Parag and Anand that time. The fielder was pretty agile, but could not stop the ball, could not stop the single. Last ball of the over, number 7. We are at 69 for 3. Last 2 overs, the Devils have managed to pull the score back. They have given away only 6 runs so far in the last 2 overs. Good full delivery. Batsman puts it in the gap over the head of the covers. The deep point comes into play. Gets the ball on the second bounce. Over number 7 done. It's 69 for 3 for the West Super Giants. Alright, a lot of delay starting the over number 8 here. Rajesh, the captain, trying to set the field. Though the same bowler, Mushtaba, is going to continue. He bowled a really good second over, which went only for a single, and he got a bowled on the fifth ball of his last over. So he's looking good. 13 for 2 in his 2 overs. And the score is 70 for 3 at the end of 7. Wide offside the off stump, and Anand decides to hit it through the vacant cover region, but didn't have much timing on that. Ball just ambles across to the wideish long off. Single scored. Change of ends. Parag comes back into the batting after a long time. He's scoring at a brisk pace. 22 of 11. And he would like to have as much strike as he can get. So good thinking by Ananda and giving him the strike. Let's see what Parag on his mind. Heaves it. There is a fielder stationed over there. Can he reach it? No, he does not. One bounce. He puts his body behind the ball. Ball would have turned as a result of mistimed shot, and Parag only gets a single despite a good scoring shot, but he mistimed it completely. And fielder was back on the boundary, did not have enough time to come and pounce that ball. Good bowling by Muji. He's bowling as per the conditions. He's seeing the batsman. Another good shot right along the ground by Parag. Same fielder. Third time on the in this over. 3 consecutive times. Ball has gone in the same region. So Muji is bowling as per his fielding. And he's ensuring that the fielders are in the right area. Rightly so. Looks like ball is wet because on all 3 occasions it went along the ground. And that does a number on the ball quality. It's very difficult bowling with this much dew on the ground. Superb line on this occasion, right on the money. Parag had no answer to that. He landed up in guiding that ball to the short third man. There was no run there. Another dot ball by Moji. So far 3 runs in 4 balls. A good ball and a loud appeal and attempt for a run out. Parag is optimistically waving his bat towards the umpire and letting them know that he has hit the bat. Not sure how much influence that we are going to have on the umpires. They are pretty seasoned. We have seen a great quality of umpiring throughout this tournament. This time it's wide outside the off. Parag tries to hit that, but straight to the fielder, and that's the over number 8 done. 73 for 3. West Super Giants. Good last 3 overs by the team. Live here for the 9th over. Bowling change here. Santi is going to bowl. jersey number 108. Bowling his right arm off spin. Outside the leg stump, going way outside the leg, and batsman missed it. It hits his pad, so and goes into the vacant area. That gives Anand to steal a single. One extra run scored as in the form of a leg bye. Anything welcome. Brings Parag back on strike. What does Parag do? He's well set. 23 of 15 here. He has scored just one run off of last 4 balls, so I'm sure he's raring to go. Something is on his mind. What does he do for a ball that is going to favor his hitting arc? Oops. Misses the line completely. Slight turn. Probably Parag was expecting a straight ball, and ball did not bounce either. Slight turn and the low bounce takes the ball back to the keeper. Good 2 balls bowled by Santosh here, Santi as it's called. In the arc for Parag, puts in the vacant region, but no timing. Ball just stops just beyond the 30-yard circle line. Only an opportunity for a single there for Parag. Chetan or Anand back on strike. Beg your pardon. Again, they're using Turkish towel to wipe that ball. That will rough up the ball big time. Santosh continues. 2 runs off of his over so far. Wide offside the offs. No timing on that shot at all. Not sure what Anand was thinking, dragging that ball. Slower ball, way outside the off stump, towards the leg side region. Had no timing. Something's going on here with the wet ball. Umpire gives him the microfiber cloth, which is the right cloth to use for this kind of a field condition. The seam is probably too wet right now because of the amount of dew that we had on the ground in the morning. Santi continues. Wide offside. Oh my god. The ball was turning. If he had left it alone, it would have gone down the leg side, but it hit his leg, and through his legs, ball goes and hits the leg stump, and West Super Giants lose another wicket at the end of the 9th over. It's 75 for 4. New batsman will have to walk in. Here we see on the replay, as you can see, it's pitched on the leg. It would have left the leg stump pretty easily, but wrapped on his pads and back on the stumps. Rudolph Heinz is the new batsman in. One more ball left in this over. I think Arizona Devils will be a happy team. After into the 9th over, they already got 4. Though the scoring rate is good, it's not good enough. And with these many wickets down, we're not sure what's going to happen in the last 10 overs. We know there is a fair bit of batting to come. Yeah, don't get fooled by Vaibhav written on his jersey. The batsman's name is Rudolph Heinz. Looks pretty powerful. Typical relaxed West Indian walk towards the pitch. One delivery left in Santi's over. Outside the off stump, he places that towards the point area. Wanted a single, but Parag was not interested whatsoever. He sends him back. End of over 9, 75 for 4. That is West Super Giants. The, as suspected, because of the wet conditions, the ball's quality has deteriorated, and umpires just signal the change of balls request. Probably after the 10th over, we'll see the ball being changed. Muji continues to bowl his off spins. Good slow delivery. Again, he's choosing the correct areas to bowl. Little outside the off stump. Good length ball. Parag decide to defend it. Parag is losing all his partners on the other end, so probably that had subdued him. He was going at a good brisk pace. He places that ball and chooses to go for a single tad bit late on a second thought, but they safely exchange the ends. Brings Rudolph on strike. Good to see the variety of bowling in place, and last 4 overs, Arizona has done a phenomenal job of pulling the score back in. Another white ball outside the off stump. Batsman swings. He misses it. Keeper misses it. And umpires have signaled a bye. So one extra run scored. Added to the score for West Super Giants. They move on to 77 for 4. Muji has done great job. He's in his 4th over, which is the last over of the spell. Short ball, little pacey. Batsman tried to hit it towards the covers, but straight to the fielder. Last 2 balls in his spell left, 17 for 2. That's good bowling under these conditions. Another watchful play by Parag. Parag has slowed down quite a lot. His last 10 balls, he has scored only 3 runs. In his first 11 balls, he had scored 22. That's the kind of pullback or the quality bowling that we have seen from the spinners operating on both the ends. Good plan. Another good delivery right amongst the stumps. So Muji completes his spell of 4 overs, 17 for 2. And after 10 overs, West Super Giants reeling along at 77 for 4. Remember, at the end of power play in the 6th over, they were like more than 60. So just 4 overs gone, and they have scored only like 13-14 runs in those 4 overs, which is great bowling quality by Arizona Devils. So 10 overs, 77 for 4, and we are changing the balls. Our camera crew went in and showed the balls to the umpires, so we'll see what they do. Santi looks like is going to continue from the commentator's end. He'll be bowling with a newer ball because of the quality of the ball that we saw. Bowl. Change of ball. Rudolph and Parag both want to see the ball. Uh, I don't know how he was allowed to hit the ball with the bat. That's something new for me. It's okay, we're all friends here. And this level of the league should be an okay thing to do. Unfortunately, he lands up in throwing the ball in the wet grass, which is Santi is not happy with. And umpire also goes to the bowl umpire and probably has a little chat about his dissatisfaction regarding the event that happened. Shanti new over. His first over was excellent. He went for just a single and a wicket. Nice loopy full ball for Rudolph. Couldn't capitalize on that one. Just landed up in hitting it back to the point region. Wide outside the off stump. Rudolph uses his power, stays back, and hits it straight back the bowler's head for a boundary. So, good welcome boundary after a long time for the West Super Giants. They will be happy to see 4 runs being added to the score. 81 for 4. So, first shot looking to score on Santi's bowling after 8 deliveries. I see that the field number 4, which is the far end on our right hand side, is still being rolled in by the ground crew. So that probably is the last field to come on the bat. Meanwhile, here on field number 2, wide offside the off stump. Again on this occasion, Rudolph could not capitalize that loose delivery. Goes straight to the point. No run scored. Tried to loop the ball up in the air. Completely loses the plot here. Ball goes way outside the off stump and landed up in bowling a wide. Reload. Another wide outside the off stump. I don't know why batsman wanted to hit that ball. Wicketkeeper goes towards the leg side and catches the ball clean. I don't think umpires are going to have any difficulty in giving that out. We'll watch it on replay how it happened. Good slow ball by Santi, inviting the batsman to hit it. Way outside the off, as you can see. Keeper loops it. Runs backwards, keeping his eyes on the ball, and pouches a good catch. Good catch there by Vikram. And the 5th wicket falls for the California Supergiant. Govind, the next batter in. Asking the umpire which end he needs to take. Obviously, he has to go at the striker's end. Number 17. Santi has done a good job so far. 10 balls, 6 runs, and 2 wickets on his name. So good, overall good bowling performance, I would say, by the Devils. After the power play, the way have pulled back this innings and slowed the scoring rate to a deathly speed for the likings of West Super Giants, and also continue taking the wickets is incredible. So they pounced 6 wickets in first 6 over, 3 wickets in first 6 overs, and now they already have 2 wickets in next 5. Another good ball. Batsman tried to follow the ball, and the last moment to put the bats in front of the ball, and somehow defends that ball. Good slow delivery by Santosh. Probably this is the kind of pace that spinners need to bowl on this pitch. We had not seen that in the last 3 days. We are seeing this kind of bowling effort by the spinners for the first time, which is a great sign. Batsman probably is trying to tell the bowler that I'm coming on the front foot, but lands up rocking back. 11 overs are gone. It's 82 for 5. Reeling. Alright, we're back live. Maggie is going to start from the walkway road end. He'll be bowling his left arm spinners. So, in the last game that we watched here, him bowling, which was the first game of the tournament on this ground, he bowled really well. We'll see what he does today. Still setting his field up. Good bouncy ball there. I'm surprised to see that bounce that Maheshwara Maggie has got for himself. Little bit wideish delivery, misfield there behind the points. The ball was to the left of the fielder. He didn't manage to field it correctly. And Govind was alert on his feet. He had taken the start and he asked Parag to exchange the ends. So Parag has slowly gone to like 26 runs off his 24 balls. So that means 13 balls and he scored only 4 runs. Probably the slowness of the bowlers and the line and length that both Muji and Santi bowl was not of his liking. He got subdued there. Good loopy delivery to the batsman. He decides to leave it alone. There are plenty of overs left. There's still 8 overs after this over. Only 5 wickets in the hut. And 3 balls that Govind has faced so far has not managed to score any. 4th ball, again he tries to play the ball at the last moment, but he knows that it's going to go straight to the fielder. No run on this occasion. Oh, this is a dead slow batting by the West Super Giants after an amazing start in the power play overs. Another loop. Enough time for the batsman to sweep it in the vacant area. The fielder was positioned at mid wicket. This ball has gone to wideish long leg area. Easy 2 for Govind. Opens his account with the 2. Last ball coming up in Maheshwara's over. Wide offside the off, within the safe zone. No damage done there. End of over 1 for Maheshwara. 3 runs come off it. 85 for 5 at the end of 12. 5 here. Santi continues a loopy ball, and Govind has seen enough. That's his thought process. A ball has gone beyond the side screen into the bushes. It will take some retrieving by the fielding team. Saw his opportunity and took it with both hands. Into the bushes he goes. 6 good runs for Parag and his team. Another ball is being used by the umpires. Looks like we lost that ball. They are not interested in retrieving it. Another ball down the leg. Hit really hard by Parag. Batsman decided to pull it off, but safely removed his hands, and a single scored. Govind on strike now. So far he's 2 of 6. Maybe this is an opportunity. Santosh in his third over is 13 for 2. He was never hit in his first 2 overs. On the first ball he was hit for a 6 by Parag. Might be a prudent thing for Govind to do is just give the strike back to Parag and let him hit the balls. Yeah, he does the same thing again, waits for the ball to come to him and feebly defends it back to the third man region. No damage done for anybody, but I think Parag will or Govind will have to have some intent, use his feet, go towards the ball or do something and try to score some runs. Which he does, places the ball into the gap. Mighty Sloxley sweep. The ball goes between long leg and the deep mid wicket. And vital 4 runs for Govind and his team. So looks like they're getting a move on here, inching towards the 3 figures marks. Two more balls left in this over. Santi is going for some runs in this over. Slow loopy full toss for Govind, but probably he had already made up his mind to play down the leg shot and use that fine leg area to get just a single. If he had gone over the top on the covers, probably he would have got a lot more than that. But it was a premeditated shot. He was ready for it. Bowlers are using the cloth pretty diligently. Looks like the ball is getting wet as the time passes by. This is the third ball, remember, we're using in this innings. First ball we exchanged and the second ball we lost. There you go. Parag goes into the same region in the same bushes. Unfortunately, we do not have any spare balls left now, so we have no option but to go and retrieve that ball and wait for the balls to come in the field. 13 overs gone. It was right in his slot. Use of the feet there, and we have 103 runs at the end of 13 overs for Arizona Devils. Maggie continues on the other end. Again, similar reaction by Govind that he has been showing for the slower balls. He just waits for the ball to come to him and dabs it down towards the short third man area. That's his reaction pattern so far, the slow spinning deliveries. Probably he needs to do something different and go towards the ball, use his feet, and tries to score runs now. Again, a good heave. I think he pulled that ball from outside the off stump into the vacant area. Ball runs swiftly up the hill. Into the fence she goes. Another four scored by the batsman. Good going, good move on into the 14th over by Govind. I think his team needs that. They need to up the ante. Needs to score at a brisker pace than they had been. And I was talking 170, 180, or even beyond that would be a safe score on this ground. Ground is dry now. There'll be a lot of runs to be scored. Again, he waits for the ball to come to him. Premeditated shot. He just wanted a single after that boundary that he had hit. Probably he wanted Parag to come on strike and do the doing. Mahesh is bowling really slow, and probably these batsmen have a change of mind. The mindset is different. They're going to take him on. There you go. Parag decides that he's going to go along the carpet towards the long off region. Batsmen batting on this end towards the commentator's end have a distinct advantage because the boundary on the other end is at least 15 yards shorter, which means you can easily clear the boundary. And if you saw Parag and Govind both hitting, they should have a fighting chance to get an easy six on this side of the ground when batting on this side of the ground. A loopy, nice ball, good thinking by Mahesh. As we have seen, no footwork or no movement by Govind, and as he saw the ball was not in the line of the stumps, he just let it go. A good dot to have. 6 runs so far of the first 5 deliveries that Maggie Mahesh has bowled. So in the contest of the game, good balls. There you go. As I was talking, he tried to get the heave, did not get the timing on the slow ball. Straight to the long off fielder, safely pouches the ball, and the 6th wicket down at the end of 14th over. Here we see on the replay, ball was on for the hitting, but no timing, and the fielder safely pouches that ball. So at the end of 14 overs, it's 109 for 6. Govind walking back to the hut, and their captain Vaibhav walks in. Alright, back live here. Ananda comes into the bowling again. Bowling his last over. So far, he has gone for 29 of 1 for 29 in 3 overs. Short ball. Parag wants to heave it. The ball lands safely in the no man's land, and the batsman run for a single. So that puts Vaibhav on strike, taking his guard. Three men patrolling the boundary on the leg side. There is a square leg halfway. There's deep mid wicket and a long on. Rajesh is standing halfway through and long off region, and there is a deep cover doing the sweeping job. Vaibhav on strike, playing his first ball. Ananda to continue. Bowls it way down the leg stump. No protection there. And a welcome boundary for Vaibhav. He would feel confident. He would believe that he can go now. Let's see how he capitalizes on the deliveries that he's going to get. As you saw, the ball pitched on the leg stump, and batsman had a great opportunity to put that away with no fielder being placed in that area. Ananda has to do better than this. That was really loose delivery. He already went for 29 in the first three. Good ball in the block hole. Batsman defended it. Went into the vacant third man region. Fielder retrieves it. Only a single scored. Cricket is a funny game. A good ball bowled, but batsman did so phenomenally well that he got an opportunity to score a run on that occasion. So Vaibhav moves on to 5 in the two deliveries that he has faced. Puts Parag back on strike. He's 41 of 29. He needs to get a move on here. Ananda bowls a slower, loopy delivery, and Parag did not anticipate that, though it was a hit me. I think because of the change of pace, Parag had no clue about that ball, and he couldn't score the runs. He just defends it back to the point. Ananda wide outside the off stump. He had an ample opportunity to hit that. Great timing this time by Parag. Good 4 runs in his kitty. And to the West Super Giants, they are 119 for 6. Replays coming up. See that? Wide outside the off. Good power. Great timing. Rajesh scampered around towards his left. Tried to do some football here. Did not succeed. And the ball crossed the boundary. So 4 vital runs for West Super Giants. Another full ball. Probably it hit the some part of the bat. Would be an interesting replay to see if the ball bounced before it went to the keeper or it went straight to the keeper. Let's watch it. Oh, I believe that was a catch. A loopy slow ball by Ananda, and keeper did not anticipate that ball to come to him, and he completely misjudged that catch, and an opportunity went begging for the Arizona Devils. 119 for 6 at the end of 15. Alright, Maggie starting his new over. Gets a wild spin. Ball seems to have. The pitch seems to be holding the ball a bit. That ball did not bounce. It came pretty slowly to Vaibhav. Did not want to have anything to do with the ball. He just let it go. A closer ball, loopy delivery. Vaibhav couldn't do much with it. He just landed up in playing it back to the point area. And fielder retrieved the ball back to the bowler. Maggie coming back to his third ball. Another good slower ball. Vaibhav has no opportunity to do anything. That one did not spin much. Held its line. Came straight to cramped Vaibhav. No room to anything there. Loopy full ball heaved towards mid wicket, and another drop by the Devils fielder. A dropped catch and rub the salt on the wound and get a boundary. So vital 4 runs again on that occasion for the dropped catch. Vaibhav would be happy to get a life and a boundary. You can't ask for more in a single delivery. Great bowling by Maggie. Another loopy ball. This time Vaibhav is a lot more cautious. He did not try to play it across the line and try to hit him towards the same region that he was trying. Good thinking by Mahesh. He's continued to bowl his stock balls in the vital line and length. And he got a good purchase on the previous delivery. Unfortunately, the fielder did not catch it. Another loopy wide delivery, way offside the off stump on this occasion. That seems to be a really strong region for Vaibhav. He hits it, but again the wet outfield is slow and the ball stops even though it was going down the hill. 2 runs scored. 123 for 6 at the end of 125 for 6 at the end of 16. Okay, looks like we have bowling change here. Ramesh comes into bowl. His first ball. Looks like he's going to bowl slow medium here. Wide offside the off stump. And Parag wanted to have a piece of it. Did not succeed at all. And umpire has signaled a wide. So first ball by Ramesh. A wide ball. One extra run scored. 126 for 6. We're in the 17th over. So 4 overs to go in West Super Giants innings. Parag steps out, heaves it toward the long on area. Ball slowly goes towards long on. Just a single on this occasion. I think they're thinking correctly. They need to capitalize on these last 4 overs. In my opinion, they are below par. The ground was awfully wet though in the morning, so given that condition, once they slowed down, it has stayed slow. Another wide outside the off stump, leaving the batsman Wide given by the umpire. Keeper is trying to argue with the umpire. Let's watch the replay closely. Yeah, I don't think there was any contact with the bat at all. His bat was fat on the ground and clearly visible air between the bat and the ball. Remy has to reload. He has to do rethinking. He has to adjust his line big way. Uh, Umpire wasn't ready. The fielders were moving. Umpire asked bowler to restart that ball. Just one delivery bowled so far. In the slot, and the batsman did not hesitate to do what he does. Vaibhav got a valuable 6 runs on this ball. I think Ramesh overcorrected and went to middle and leg region. Let's watch it on a replay. There you go. Oh yeah, it was way outside the off stump, but in the arc. So he decided to take advantage of that and got it right this occasion. So Vaibhav has done well after he has come into bat. He is 17 runs off the 9 deliveries that he has faced so far, which is what his team needs. Ball is being retrieved. Number 11 was way off from his fielding. Good full ball here. Right recipe for the occasion. Again, Vaibhav defends that. Ball goes toward wideish to the third man area. Opportunity for a single. Parag is on strike. If Parag decides he's pretty close to his half century at a good pace, he's just faced 33 deliveries for his 46. Steps out, tries to heave. Another successful attempt by him, and a 6 scored on this occasion. Parag is crossed his 50. Parag is 52, and score moves on. So they're into 140s now. So far, good over. Let's watch the replay. Outside the off, Parag capitalizes on his strength and heaves it mightily over between the long on and the mid wicket region. A good 6 runs. Ramesh comes back. Another outside the off stump delivery. Keeper thought that the batsman was outside the crease. He made an attempt to get him run out. He hits the stump, but batsman Parag is inside his crease. No damage done. But Ramesh will have to reload here. So far, he has gone for 2 6s and a 3 wides. Uh, Something that he would want to not do. Short ball. Parag has mistimed it, but as I was telling you, down the hill ball goes, and that boundary is at least 15 yards shorter than the normal ones. So easy boundary scored for Parag, and he wouldn't mind that at all given the slog overs are in play and his team needs as many runs as they can. They are below par at this moment, so they will want to score as many. One more ball left in this over. Full toss right in the arc, hit me written all over it. Another boundary scored by Parag. Very expensive over, not just in the context of this game. 25 came off of it, 150 off 17. Let's watch the replay. There you go. Full toss at a very friendly height. No hesitation in putting that away for 4. live. Maggie continues his last over. So far, he has done a phenomenal job of just 15 runs off these 3 overs. He should be happy with that performance. So should he. He's the captain. One delivery dot. Second delivery mistimed by Vaibhav on this occasion, but ball lands safely before the vigilant long on fielder. Opportunity for Vaibhav to cross the ends and bring Parag back on strike. Parag has done well so far, 60 of his 36 deliveries that he has faced. I think after a bit of a slowdown there, he has shifted his gears and scoring runs pretty briskly now all over again. Let's see what happens on this delivery. Third delivery steps out, mistimes that, straight to the sweeper cover area, and safe fielding catch over there. A good attempt by Vaibhav and good thinking by him. Can't blame him for where the game is right now. But this was mistime. He was not at the pitch of the ball at all. Ball just swirled towards that cover region. Good vigilant catch there. Once again, another success for Mahesh, and the Maggi Masala is active. Good bowling spell so far by him. 3.5 overs done, 16 runs and 2 wickets. Celebrations continue. Vaibhav having a good chat with Ram, probably strategizing the game from here on. So we will have 16 legal deliveries to come, and they're looking decent at 151 for 6. 170, 180 is a decent defendable target on this ground. But as the ground dries and the playing conditions get better, there'll be a good chance for the batsman from Arizona Devils to score the runs. Maggie will bowl his fourth ball in the fourth over, which is his last over. Going down the leg, batsman missed it. Probably it arrived him sooner than he thought. Wraps him on the pad, but we clearly see that going down the leg side. Good loopy ball. Went on to become a full toss for Ram, but him being the new batsman in, had no timing. He mistimed that. Luckily for him, ball rolled along the ground, and he could exchange the ends with Vaibhav. So Vaibhav comes back in strike. He has been around for a while. He's facing the last ball from Mahesh. Good slow ball. Straight to the fielder. Vaibhav is not happy with himself. Does a wild shout at the ball. End of over 18, 152 for 7. Alright, we are back live here. Bala continues. His first over was very expensive. He has been brought back to penultimate over. Not a good ball, but with Ram's power, he has managed to put that away beyond the boundary. The ball went wide of long on, went high up in the air, but did not have enough opportunity to run across and pouch that ball. Now he has got another protection. He moves the mid on back to the boundary, and then he moves his long on to the wideish long on position. Good straight ball. It was full toss, mistimed by Ram. Couldn't do much, and Bala did good footwork on this end to stop the ball. It would have been just a single though, saved by Bala. Wide outside the off stump, moving away from the batsman, and a wide called. Yeah, good camera work there. If we get to see the replay, we'll see how ball just seamed across. Another white ball. On this occasion, Ram has missed it completely again. The ball was a little slower than previous one. Stayed with the line. Did not cut as it did on the last occasion, and that probably made Ram to mistime that shot. It hits bottom of his bat and rolls back to the keeper. Good in swinging delivery on that occasion. Good agile fielding there in the point region. Just a single for the batsman. Vaibhav back on strike after a long time. He is 19 off of his 13 deliveries. I think he would want to be amongst the runs in this over. He's got two legal opportunities left. There you go. He hits it straight to Maggie, and Maggie catches the ball. He did not get the elevation for that ball. Mistimed it completely straight to Maggie, and Maggie does a wonderful job on his knees to catch that ball. Another wicket falls. We are 8 wickets down now in the 19th over. Score is 160. Good fighting score. I think West Warriors bowlers have a good opportunity here. They will have to do a phenomenal job of bowling in the right areas, keeping the scoring rate down, especially in the first 6 overs, as we have seen on multiple occasions. While the ball is hard, batsmen can really score good runs. So Vaibhav goes for 19 in 14 deliveries that he has faced. Oh wow, what a catch there by Point. Wow, it was on his left hand side. Oh, it bounced on the pitch. I beg your pardon, but what a fielding. And he dropped it, looks like, when he went on the ground. But what an attempt. For some time, I thought he has the control on the ball. Let's look at the replay here. Muji did a good job. He hits that up in the air, and there you go. Yeah, as he lands on the ground, he loses the control of the ball, and ball is grasped. He will be disappointed. What an attempt though. No half measures there by Muji. Good attempt. We should applaud him for that. Arshad would be happy. Or was it Rama who... Arshad would take the strike now. Bala Murugan, it's saying. Bowling from the walkway road end. Yeah, it looks like Ananda number 7. The other Ananda is bowling right now. Probably Ananda Bala Murugan. Half-hearted shot there by Arshad, but he hits that ball in the vacant region uppishly so. That puts back Ram on strike. What does he do? Ram has a tendency to walk down towards the pitch of the ball. We have seen on multiple occasions that he has done it. I think he's going to do that once again by looking at his stance and his demeanor. He's looking to go aggressive, make the most of this last over that is in play. Is he going to move? He does not, but ball is way outside the off stump in the corridor where umpire has no hesitation giving it a wide. Another delivery incoming. A strange looking shot, but in the vacant region. Good aggressive running by both Arshad and Ram. On this occasion, they managed to score 2 runs. So, 2 legal deliveries bowled by Ramesh. I'm stumped here. Good walking shot by Arshad, went way high up in the air. Maggie runs towards the ball. Looks like Maggie's a safe pair of hands. And he pouches a good high ball. And another wicket falls, which is the 9th over of the game. 3 deliveries, 165 for 9. That is the score of West Supergiant. Completely mistimed it. Hit way at the bottom of the ball. Looped up in the air, and Maggie did a good job of running towards his left, which is his stronger side. Mahmood walks into play. Originally, he is known to play at the beginning of the innings. He's an opener batter for the West Zone. He comes in at number 11. Number 10, Shahid Mahmood. He will be facing the 4th delivery of the last over of their innings. Will be good to see what type of aggression he shows. He's a pretty passionate cricketer. I played with him in the 50 plus overs games that happened 5 weeks ago in the same ground. There you go. He takes the full advantage of a shot outside the leg stump ball and wants to run aggressive too. Well supported by Arshad, who probably wanted to stay back and wasn't sure whether Shahid will come back, but Shahid said yes, second is on, and they complete it safely. Looks like he landed up running on the pitch and umpire is not happy with it. Shahid acknowledges that. Probably he needs to run in the safe area. And on this pitch and any of these grounds, umpires are very severe on anybody running on the pitch for their runs. Rightly so. That's the rule. Last 2 balls. Shahid on strike. Moves across the line, mistimes that. Oh my god, that was the last wicket chance, and the fielder has grasped that ball. So, one extra vital run for the batting team. A bad miss by the fielder. Ananda did a good job by bowling a slower, loopy delivery, and Shahid had no answer to that. Ball goes up in the air and attempt made but unsuccessful. That puts Arshad on strike for the last delivery of the over. He hits it big time towards this wideish third man fence, and four vital runs for his team scored. So we finish this innings at 172 for 9. I think little below par, but the West Supergiants should be happy with the amount of runs that they have on the board to defend. Also, that will put some pressure, the sheer number or the absolute number would place some amount of pressure on the Arizona Devils minds, which who have done a decent job. I think Bala was pick up their bowlers. The left-hander played really bowled really slow, loopy deliveries. Ramesh went on for some runs, 3 overs, gone for a lot of runs here. So good end of the innings. We'll be back after a short advertising break. There we are. 20 overs are done of the West Supergiants batting coda. They have done a decent job of putting 172 for 9. I think the pick of the batsman was Parag Daiwal, who scored 60 runs, and Anwar and down in the order, Vaibhav supported him in a good way to take that total towards that 172 for 9. I would say good overall batting by the batting team. Hope they are able to defend that. And on the bowling, I was mentioning Maheshwaran, Maggie, 4 overs for 2 for 17, quite a phenomenal job. Muji against slower off spins, 2 for 17. So they were pick up the bowlers here, rightly supported by Santosh, Bala, and Ananda there. Ananda went for a few, so did Bala, but overall good bowling performance given the ground conditions here. We'll see what kind of reply California Supergiants have for them, and we'll take a short break between the innings, and we'll be back in 15 to 20 minutes from here. Thank you, viewers. Let's take a break. Well, here we are back for the third place game, and the West Supergiant batting first have scored at the run rate of 8.65. So that's the target that Arizona Devils would be looking at. Karthik and Rajesh are the two batters in. Looks like it's Parag who's going to start from the walkway road end. Karthik is going to take the strike, and Rajesh walking towards the other end. It's like umpires are ready, the fielding team is ready. Parag is giving a little bit of swing to his arms to warm himself up. Karthik is dressing up, getting ready for Parag. Almost there. Here we go, folks. Should be good, exciting 20 overs. Decent score to defend here. A pressure game. And it will be interesting to see what the Arizona Devils are going to respond with. We're in for a good entertainment and good game of cricket for the next 20 overs. Good loopy ball by Parag. No footwork. Karthik somehow managed to put his bat down at the right time. Hits his bat and through his legs goes down towards the fine leg region. There's no fielder there, so easy single. Rajesh on strike. Good first ball right up in the block hole by Parag. Another one in the good area there. He's going stumps to stump, reminding me of great Jadeja sir. The way he bowls stumps to stump. It was a little loopy, and Rajesh had no answer for that. Another decently flighted delivery. Great fielding by Ram over there in the covers. Moved swiftly to his right, grabbed the ball and returned it back to Parag. Great save. This one was really painfully slow by Parag. Again, no answer that Rajesh could provide. Wow, what a delivery. Spun across, pitched it on the off, turned in a way that was very uncomfortable for Rajesh. Excellent first five deliveries by Parag. He's right on the money here. Another loopy, full, right in the block hole delivery towards the middle and leg. Rajesh looks at it, puts it back down in time. First over has gone only for a single that Super Giants have bowled. Great bowling. All right, live here. Rudolph in action. Haven't seen him bowl. It'll be first for me. Looks like he's a medium pace bowler, having a conference with Anwar there at the start of his run up. Rudolph making sure that the fielders are placed in the right area. He wanted back in action. First over by Rudolph. First ball. I think he just tries his run up, ensuring that he's measured it correctly. Seems to be happy with it. Coming back. Some conversation going on between him and the cover fielder. Not sure what. First delivery, nicely done. Outside edge. Goes towards the third man. And Karthik will be happy to scamper across for a single. He's safe. His team is happy. And Rajesh and Karthik in search of runs here. So far, the 7 deliveries have got only 2 runs. They would be wanting a lot more, especially in the power play, where the ball is hard. It should come nicely on the bat. And fielding conditions have improved quite a lot. The ground is absolutely dry. I just went around and checked. Good third ball. Second ball by Rudolph here. Right in the block hole. They seems to have a plot here. Even the spinner bowled a lot of full and into the block hole deliveries. So does Rudolph. Shortish ball going away from the off stump, cut across the seam. Rajesh could not capitalize on that short wide delivery. Played it with a flat bat towards the cover. Govind fields it, sends it back. Next delivery. He brings the ball to cut the other way round. I think Rajesh had no clue about the ball cutting the other way. And so far, Rajesh is like no score of the 8 deliveries that he has faced. Given he has come for the opening, being the captain, lot rides on his shoulders. He has to lead from the front to cross that finish line. Required run rate is creeping up pretty high. Oh, what a great ball by Rudolph. Rajesh happened to glide it towards the first slip. And first slip dived towards the ball to his right, but could not catch that ball. I have usually seen Mahmood doing a good job, and in that region, I remember he was given like best fielders award for couple 3 great catches that he took on in the first slip. Another ball nips back in. Good thinking by Rudolph. He's mixing it up here. Good pacey delivery. Some balls are leaving the batsman. Some balls are coming inside, and he's keeping them guessing. 2 overs gone, 3 runs for no loss. Back live here, but Govind had stepped out for some medicine. He's trying to give something to the umpire here. Uh, Umpire had no clue why he had stepped away. So umpire having some chat with the fielder, letting him know that he shouldn't be doing something like that. Third over in progress. Parag back in attack. He bowled really good first over. Loopy full balls right in the block hole. What does he do now? Another loopy ball turning away from the batsman. Again, Rajesh has no answer so far. He has reached in double figures in terms of the balls he has faced, and he has managed only a single off of those 10 deliveries. Again, batting in the power play, chasing a score of 172. Not something he would want. Again, goes up in the air. Slight confusion between the two fielders on who's going to catch, but in the end, a safe catch taken in the extra cover region on his left. Another wicket falls for, or the first wicket falls for the Arizona Devils. I think Rajesh was under pressure for the 10 deliveries that took him nowhere, and he landed up in holding himself out. Uh, Good bowling by Parag as per the fielding conditions here. Nice loopy slow balls that are turning. They're getting a good turn as well, which is a great sign to see on this pitch. So slower bowlers always had an advantage, and on this occasion Parag made the best of it. So Parag is 1 for 1 after bowling 7 overs, 7 balls. Beg your pardon. New batsman in. One of the Anandas, number 7. Alright, back live here. Parag. Some field disruptions here with the exchange of those medicine bottles. Field is being changed now. Parag wants some extra protection on the off for the new batsman. He brought one fielder from leg side to the offside. 7 and 2 is the field placement now. No protection on the leg side for him. And on this occasion, Ananda heaves the ball towards the wideish long off region just for a single though. Good timing on the first ball that he has faced. Good intent. His team needs to score pretty briskly from now on. The run rate has creeped up to 9.56 pretty quickly. Yesterday afternoon we saw the batting team first scoring 168 runs of 16 overs, and the team batting second easily crossed that in the good margin. There was a lot of hitting and good batting from both sides there, but the best team took it across the home. Again, another slow delivery by Parag, turning away from the right hander. No answer there for well, another good delivery. 2 overs done by Parag, 2 for 1, and Arizona Devils reeling at 4 for 1 at the end of the third over. New over starting. We're back live. Rudolph continues. That was way offside the off stump. Keeper missed it, but no damage done there. Umpire has signaled a wide. So, really, first loose ball from the fielding team here. So far, they have been so good in the bowling department. Even their fielding has been pretty sharp. Another slowish full delivery. Could not time it. But then again, there was no single there. Karthik did not want to have anything to do with running there. He just waited at the other end. Ananda wanted a single though. Oh, batsman wasn't ready. Rudolph has to come back at the top of his start and redo the bowling here. Alright, shortish delivery. Put that in the vacant region. The outfield has become really, really quick now. They wanted two but could not. Just a single there. Great work by the third man fielder. Ran briskly towards his right, pick up the ball and threw it towards the wicket keeper's end. Just a single. Again, umpire is warning the batsman to not run on the pitch. He wants them to go off the pitch when they come in for a run. Rightly so. Rudolph is swinging the ball quite nicely. It pitched outside the off stump, further moved away from the batsman. And another loose delivery. Another extra. So, two wides and a single so far in the two legal deliveries that Rudolph has bowled. A slow, lazy delivery, did not bounce much. Went one bounce to the keeper. No harm done for anybody. That was in the reach. He hits it back. Excellent fielding there by Ram. Wow, what a save there. Good agile fielding. Looks like Super Giants are pretty seriously contending this game. Run rate is creeping up. Arizona Devils are not able to score anything. And even this loose delivery that they got, they could score only one. Credit goes to Ram for excellent fielding on his left hand side. Rudolph comes back. Takes this away from the batsman. Wow, what a good delivery. Right on the money there by Rudolph. Moved pretty late away from the batsman. Instead of going to the front foot, he landed up in defending that on the back foot. And he had no answer to this delivery at all. Luckily for him, he missed it. Any small contact with the bat and the slip and the wicket keeper would have been in business. Another one, similar length and similar trajectory. Batsman stays back on his back foot and has nothing to do with the ball. 4 overs are gone, 8 for 1. Good start by the West Super Giants. चलो कर दो. Alright, looks like we have bowling change. Govind is coming into the attack from the walkway road end. He's ready. Fifth over in progress of the power play. A short and wide ball. Again, batsman had no clue how to connect with that one. Lands up and hitting it back to the point region. No run, no harm. Govind ball is swinging, full delivery, going away from the batsman. In the contest to catch the ball, both the fielders missed it. Were pretty close to them, within the reach. Batsman had easy opportunity to score a single on that occasion. They ran really quickly for a single, exchanged the ends, 9 for 1. Ram comes in again. Ananda hits it back to the point area, straight to the fielder. No opportunity to score any runs there. Scorecard is not moving. The Devils are pretty slow in scoring their runs, so they will have to do a better job of getting runs. And so does he. Great catch in the slips. Anwar does a good reflex action here and manages to pouch that one. So good swinging away delivery by Govind there. And batsman thought that it was within their reach, but landed up in edging that ball in the first slip. I think Rudolph has had similar chance in the previous over which he missed, but on this occasion the batsman managed to make a contact and straight in the hands of Anwar, who takes a wonderful catch. And now the second wicket falls for the Arizona Devils. New batsman in, Vikram. Left-handed batsman. This will be an interesting contest. So far we have seen Govind bowling good outcutters for the right-handers. The same deliveries will swing inside towards the left-handed batsman. Could that create some opportunities for him? Only the next delivery will tell us what is Govind's thinking and how he's going to exploit the swinging delivery that he has controlled so far and make it happen for his team. They're getting ready. Govind in his fifth delivery of his first over. He misses his line on this occasion. I think lefty-righty combination has hurt him this time, and he lands up in bowling a wide ball down the leg stump for Vikram. Another swinging delivery, but he has missed his line. Keeper has missed the ball as well. Ball goes towards the fine leg area. One scored by the team Arizona Devils. Full toss away from the batsman. Karthik had no scoring opportunity on that occasion either. Last ball in progress after bowling two wides. Good comeback for the righty batsman. I think he's more comfortable bowling to the right-handers than the left-handers because his look at his line and length, absolutely impeccable. Another defensive shot goes towards the deep point region. No run. Govind finishes his first over. He's 4 for 1, and Arizona Devils are 12 for 2 at the end of the fifth over. Alright, back live here for the sixth over and the last over of the power play here. Will be bowled by Rudolph. So far, he has gone for 6 runs of his 2. Great swinging deliveries that he bowled. Most of his balls were unplayable to the batsman. He will also be bringing in and out both ways. He cuts both ways. So let's see how does he start for Vikram, who is a left-handed batsman. He's still bowling right arm over the wicket here. He wants the third man to go a little finer and the point fielder come towards the front area. First ball of the third over for Rudolph. He decides to cut it away from the left-handed. Ball goes with his arm and batsman just left it alone. Didn't want to have anything to do with that. Which would have been a good thing if they had a lot of runs on the board. But at the moment, Arizona does not have much on their scoreboard. They need to go big. They need to go for the runs. It's the last over of the power play. Another defensive shot right on the money, right on the stumps by Rudolph. And there's nothing Vikram could have done about that. Other than what he just did. Defended it back to the bowler. Another one leaves the batsman. Rudolph decided that he's going to cut it away from the left hand and stays low though. Keeper did not have much chance. He bends, tries to collect the ball. It is well below his shin. Three-dot ball so far. Batsman swings and batsman misses. Another good line and length by Rudolph. Right on the money there. Doing what the captain would order. Straight ball and a great fielding by Rudolph on this occasion. He dives to his right and retrieves the ball, captures it well. Good save on his own bowling by Rudolph. So 5-dot deliveries. Last ball of the over. He bowls it away from the left-handed and a maiden over bowled by Rudolph. In the context of the game, that is real gold. So 6 overs gone and Devils are only 12 for 2. Alright, power play is done. The field is spread out a little bit. Not sure why. If I were West Super Giants captain, I would have still attacked them, try to get more wickets, and try to finish the game so that they can get some vital rest. Good game going here. Alright, oh my goodness, what a catch! What a catch there! Fielding has been superb so far, and yet another catch. Govind swings the ball outside the off stump, goes down towards the third man area, uppish looking shot, and Anwar dives and pouches a useful catch for his team and gets another wicket. Look how happy Govind is. Great catch. Amazing catch by Anwar there. Anwar. Anwar was the man who caught the ball. Back live. Govind coming back into the attack. New batsman in, Bipin. He has no answer to Govind's swinging deliveries. He's pitching the ball in the right areas here and taking it away from the batsman. And batsman is having tough time understanding these deliveries. Govind is sticking to his plan. He's not trying to do too many things here. Bowling in the channel. Bowling where he's best at. Rightfully so. He's got two so far with this kind of bowling, and he's not going to let it go away. Another swinging delivery. Nice loopy swing there. Typical right-handed bowling with the new ball. Ball is only like 7 overs old, and there haven't been very many shots hit on that ball. So the ball should be nice and shiny, and the outfield is absolutely dry, so they should not have any problem in maintaining that ball. Another ball, another miss hit, just short of the point fielder. Arshad there jumps out for a catch, but lands up in pouching that ball on his first bounce. Again, no run. Luckily for the batsman, Bipin still on the ground. But that was a scary looking mistimed shot. Batsman in two minds. See how good Govind is bowling here. He's creating that uncertainty in the minds of batsmen by bowling in that corridor. Perfect length, perfect line, and batsman is having tough time reading the balls that are going away from them. Though they are all leaving them, they're all getting beaten up. Last ball. Another one leaves the batsman. He swings and he misses. Good over by Govind there. 2 overs gone. 4 for 2 he is. And at the end of the 7th over, Arizona Devils are still at 12 for 3. Alright, back live. Rudolph continues. He'll be in his last over. So far, he has been pretty tidy. His last over was a maiden over, and as I mentioned, a maiden over in this format of the game is absolute gold. His captain will be very proud of him, the way he has bowled. He has varied his length and also the way he bowled. Let's see what he bowls again for the lefty. Again, bowls a ball that is going to leave the batsman. Probably Vikram knew that the ball, and after 7 deliveries, Vikram has managed to bother the scorers and have his first run on the board. Bipin on the other side is also playing on a duck, and he has already faced 5 balls. Not sure what's going on in the minds of batsmen right now, but West Warriors have bowled really well today. Or the West Super Giants, beg your pardon. And as you can see in the 8th over, they're only 13 for 3. Rudolph likes to bowl a delivery that leaves both the batsmen, either lefty or righty. Let's see what he's got in store for now. Another one, straightish delivery, short of length, nowhere in the hitting zone for the batsman. Very good length and a great line by Rudolph there on this occasion. A dot ball. The bowlers are not giving any opportunity to the batsman to score the runs. On the other end, Govind is bowling his lethal outswingers, and on this end, another attempt of a good shot, mistimed on this occasion. Went straight to the mid-off region. Anwar, who took a wonderful catch earlier in the slips, straight to him and no run. Another great length and a line. Batsman did not know whether to go front foot or back foot. Lands up in missing that delivery. Rudolph will be pretty disappointed with that. He probably was expecting another nick or some touch so that he can get something. Not really. Oh, straight back to him, and Rudolph has not managed to pouch that one. This time he lets it down. The ball goes down on the pitch, and he would be very, very disappointed with him. There comes the replay. Look at that short ball. It seemed like he had a lot of opportunity to catch that ball. It came really slowly towards him, but he couldn't capitalize. Another one, short and a fast delivery to the batsman. His hat is on the ground. Ball looped up in the air, but the fielder was nowhere close. 4 overs are gone. Rudolph has finished his spell. He's 7 for no wicket, unfortunately. And at the end of the 8th overs, we are 13 for 3. Umpires have now asked the batsman to wear the helmet after that bouncy ball and he losing his balance. Govind is coming back into the attack. He's bowled really, really well so far. Got 2 vital wickets for his team, and his outswingers have been pretty impeccable. I would love to see him bowl one of the in swingers for the lefty batsman Vikram here. So far, he has decided to bowl either a straight one or ball leaving the batsman. I would still bowl one that comes in sharply, which is natural for Govind. There he tries to go wide again. Again, batsman could not do much about it. Goes to the point area where it's straight to the fielder. Sometimes I wonder if trying a ball that goes the other way around would help them. And for Govind, it should be easy because this is natural action, and he's done really well with the right batsman. What does he do now? There you go. That one comes into the batsman. He tries to bowl that incoming delivery, gives an opportunity for the batsman to put it towards the long on area and score just a single. That's not going to help their cause. The run rate has crept up all the way up to 13.63 at this point in time, and playing like this is not going to go anywhere. And being the last game of the tournament, if I were Arizona, I would go like this. What batsman had just done, he makes the full use of that short boundary, puts the ball across the line, and got himself a vital six. So for Bipin, on the 11th ball, he opens his account with a 6. So his 6 of the 11, and somehow Arizona Devils score moves into 20s now. It's exactly 20 for 3. After a long time, we have seen runs being scored at this pace, and for the first time in the Devils innings. Govind coming back. Some thinking going on. He's taking his time to start the 4th over of his ball. 4th ball of this over. He's in his 3rd over. Gone so far for 12 and has grabbed 2 vital wickets for himself. Lefty batsman back on strike. That changes the field configuration. Umpire is running across to the square leg on the other side. Anwar comes back to the point. Fifth ball of the 3rd over for him. Again, shortish length, but it's coming into the batsman, so batsman watchfully decide to push it back to the bowler. As I was saying, this is not going to help the cause of Devils. Now on, they have to hit it or get out kind of a scenario. We are at like almost 13.81 overs. Runs per over required. Oh. The players on the other side are walking across the side screen and unaware of the game situation here. They are merrily walking as our cameraman captures them. Those are the culprits. Zoom in on them. Zoom in on them. Let's capture them. Number 16 from the Houston team. Come on. Be watchful. Another one incoming. Tries to go at it, but no timing. Falls well short of the fielder on the cow corner there. Over bowled 13 for 2, and after 9 overs, Devils are 22 for 3. Back live in the 10th over. We have a bowling change on the commentator's end. We have a new bowler, Anwar. Anwar Ahmed. Looks like he's a left arm spinner. Will be bowling left arm over the wicket to the lefty batsman. First delivery. Good loopy full toss. Batsman has not capitalized it. Hold it out to the deep mid wicket. A cheap wicket for Anwar. And the batsman Vikram has gone very cheaply, trying to make some changes for this easy ball. Here we go, replay. Easy loopy full toss. Completely mistimed it. Top edged that one to the mid wicket, where it was an easy catch for the fielder. Another one falls, another one walks in. Fourth wicket is down for the Devils. Vikram got out for 6, I want to say. Anwar seems to be having a good day so far. He pouched that catch really well. And now he has got first wicket. Second ball in progress. Batsman is getting ready. Anwar has decided to change and going round the wicket now. Another loopy full ball. Batsman heaves. Goes 2 bounces to Rudolph, who grabs the ball and sends it back to the bowler from long on region. Another similar ball, hit with a little bit of extra power, and on this occasion, 1 bounce and a boundary for Bipin. The ball has hit the side screen. Umpire wants to inspect and ensure that there is no damage done to the ball. Looks like a faster ball. Batsman anticipated it but couldn't do much about it. Hits the inside edge and goes to the left hand side of the keeper. Single scored by Bipin. Brings Kanagaraj back on strike. Another full ball. There is an opportunity for Rudolph here. He positions himself under the ball but misses it completely. Another lazy attempt by him to catch the ball, and ball goes through his two hands, wraps him on the body and onto the grass. Not a good cricket here by Rudolph. He reached to the pitch of that ball, but he was little late in bringing his hands up. There you see it, and ball just went through his hands. They exchanged the ends, and that's end of over for Anwar. He gave away 7 runs and got 1 wicket on the first delivery. 10 overs gone, 29 for 4. Back live here. 11th over in progress. We will probably have a change of bowler at that end as well, which is the walkway road end. These ends, by the way, were coined by Anup, my co-commentator, who left back to his hometown yesterday. I enjoyed commentating with him. It was good team tagging and I had a lot of fun. New left arm spinner will be in action. He's warming himself up on the other side. Ranjit, the number 21. What does he bowl? Good loopy ball there. Another opportunity, but in the gap. No harm done. Batsman decide to run a single. Rajendra throws the ball back to the bowler from the other end. Luckily for the batsman, the ball landed in the safe zone and the fielder did not have much opportunity to grab onto that. There are three men patrolling that end over there. There is a long on, there's a cow corner and a deep mid wicket. Ranjit, good loopy ball. Second ball coming in. Another loopy one. Batsman had no clue what to do with it. Makes a big heave. A lot of enthusiasm there on the part of the batsman, but had no clue where to put his bat. Under edge, goes into vacant area and he scores a single. Good for him. Goes on the other end. Bipin comes back on strike. Good slow delivery down the leg side. Another miss by the batsman, but at this occasion it hits him on the pad. Lucky for the bowler. Otherwise it would have been called wide. Again Anwar goes, retrieves the ball and throws it back to the keeper. A single leg by. Ranji's got to pull this back in. He bowled really good loopy deliveries. Another loopy one straight to the mid wicket. Govind is positioned there, agile, ready, and bends down in time to grab the ball cleanly. Fourth ball in progress. More loop, more slow. Straight back to Govind, who does an amazing job towards his left. Last ball of the over. Good loop there. Batsman has missed it completely. Looks like his foot was in the crease, so keeper decided not to break the stumps on this occasion. And a really good over by Ranjit. Just 2 runs off of that. 11 overs have gone and 34 runs for 4 for Arizona Devils. They're really reeling and will be back after the advertisements. Let's look at that replay, guys. It should be interesting. Very eager. Oh. Alright, we'll wait for some time. And now we'll probably have an opportunity. Here we go. Let's look at that replay. It's an interesting. Oh, he just managed to put his foot in time, I guess. Some part of his foot was inside the crease. It would be really good to see in the slow-mo, but we're out of opportunities. Anwar is ready. Batsmen are ready. We're going back live in the 12th over. Kanagaraj facing. Heaves it wide of the covers fielder across the boundary. And one bounce into the fence on this time for Kanaga. Let's look at the replay. It was wide outside the off, turning away from him. He had no hesitation in putting that ball away into the vacant region. Govind at that time had no opportunity really, though he was like 5 yards away. Ball was too fast for him. Batsman adjusts. The fielder from cover region runs across, does the tiding job, and Ram standing here and long off has less opportunity. All this occasion, batsman missed it. Keeper did not collect it. For Anwar, Ram is standing really wide on the long off side. There you go. And given Anwar's turning deliveries, rightly that the long off should probably be a little wider, but this was again wide outside the off stump, moving away from the batsman, and Kanaga says, "That's mine." Hit me written all over it. 4 runs. Great coverage by that camera angle. Anwar bowled a tidy first over, though he went away for 7. I think he was lucky to get that wicket on that full toss. But afterwards, he has got 2 boundaries in 4 balls. Another loopy full toss. Fielders have no chance. And Govind is signaling to Anwar, "What are you trying to do, man?" Another 4 scored. So 3 boundaries and 5 deliveries for this Anwar's over. I think Anwar has lost the plot a little bit here. The turners, with the trajectory that he's giving, it's never going to go towards Govind. It's always going to be going towards the point region. And now they are moving one fielder back towards that region, trying to patrol that. They have... Could it be a no ball? They only have 1, 2 and 3 fielders inside the circle. Are the umpires watchful? Yeah, they only have 3 fielders inside the circle. Is that an opportunity? Is that an opportunity? No, it's far back. Another mighty heave, and Kanaga is really making it matter on these loose deliveries from Anwar. A 6 scored, expensive over. They scored as many runs in 1 over that they had scored in previous 11 overs, probably, I want to say. Good hitting there by Kanaga. The score has suddenly moved on to 50 for 4 in the 13th over. Anwar gave away 18 runs in his second over. We'll be in 13th over. And we have seen some tidy bowling on the Walkway Road end. So Ranjit comes back into attack. Left arm orthodox spin. He did pretty well in his first over as well, adjusting his field slightly and pulling Anwar towards the 1.5 sleep area. Another loopy delivery going way above the helmet eyesight area. Batsman just managed to put it back towards the long off. Easy single, but not going to matter much because the scoring rate is already 15 and above. So they need a lot more than that on each ball that they'll be facing. Good loopy delivery here. Govind tries to save that single. Ball goes past him, but there is a fielder stationed patrolling the boundary. Straight to him. A single. Bipin on strike now. Steps out and holds it straight out to the long off. Who has done a really bad job of grassing that on putting the ball beyond the boundary. That was the easiest catch a long off could get, but no purchase for the bowler there. Good bowling by Ranjit. Created that opportunity. You can see how easy that catch was. Loopy delivery stayed low, really slow. There was no pace on the ball. Pippin couldn't do much about it. Put that back to the covers. Another loop. Batsman steps out. The fielder makes a good diving attempt on that side of the boundary, but shortish boundary is not going to help him. Rajendra misses the ball completely towards his left, and a good 4 runs again for Bipin. There you go, see the shot. Ball is traveling pretty briskly, and no opportunity for the fielder. So the fielder who dropped the catch on the long off on the previous delivery, he had taken an amazing catch this side on the third man. Another opportunity for him. Will he make it? No, he doesn't. One bounce. Batsman is not ready for a single. He just was watching the fielder, and then on the other end, Kanaga wanted a single, so he had to rush back and reach the other end. So 13 overs gone, 61 for 4. Back live. As we were telling you, the fielder on the long off had taken really amazing catch when he was stationed here, the third man. But this time somehow he misjudged that one and grasped it. Probably there would be more opportunities. There's a bowling change on this side. Sai Giridhar has come into bowl. Good slow first ball right on the stumps. Batsman caught in two minds here. In the end, managed to get bat on the ball towards his back foot. Lucky for him, Bipin survives. He wants to put the sweeper cover. Mahmood moves towards the point. One fielder goes back to the covers area. Loopy ball wide outside the off stump. Looks like it was way outside the off stump, and umpire has called it a wide. Another loopy wide ball. Batsman had stepped out. There was an opportunity for the keeper to make it. He missed it altogether, and Bipin takes full advantage of Anwar's lack of intent in running there and scampered through for 2. So 2 extra runs scored. Sai would not be happy. Captain would not be happy on that occasion. But Anwar did not show any intent in running. Gave away 2 runs for nothing. That one is in his arc. There's a protection there though. Goes straight to the fielder. And Kanaga ambles across for a single. Here we go. We see the replay. There is an opportunity for the keeper, which he missed, and batsman was really watchful. Back live here. Loopy ball. Batsman capitalizes on that one and puts it beyond the boundary for vital 6 runs. These are the shots they need. The run rate is beyond 16 at this point. More the merrier. They need to score at a brisker pace than this one. So 16.11 is the asking rate here. We're in the 14th over and only 71 on the board. Loopy full toss, straight back to the fielder or the bowler, but Not in a position to catch that one. He lets it go. Ball goes to the long on area. A single to the batsman. Brings Pippin back in strike. He needs to score a little bit more. He has been around for a while now. Loopy full toss goes to the bisects the two fielders in the mid wicket area, and a boundary scored. So Sri Giridhar's first over, very expensive. Here we go. Watch the replay. It was looped up. It was right in this log for batsman, and he capitalizes on that one. 76 for 4, 14 gone, only 6 overs to go. Alright, from the other end, Ranjit continues his deathly slow bowling. He has had no wicket though. He has bowled well. His first over was amazing. Second over went for a little bit of runs. Back in the third, another loopy delivery. Becomes a full toss, and Govin shows his footwork to us. Fields the ball. He's happy with the result. Picks up the ball and throws it back to Ranjit. Kanaga has done good. He has scored 30 of 14, and Bipin is 30 of 28. There you go. He steps out and hits it out. That's going to clear everything. It's a big six for Bipin. He has decided that this is it. He has had enough. Now he's going to go for it. Let's look at the replay here. Right in the slot. Good footwork by Bipin. Reaches to the pitch of the ball. Gives it a go and clears the boundary. Another loop. Another step out, but this occasion straight to long on. Two bounces. And back to the bowler. They need these runs, or need a lot more in quantity. This was a slow ball, probably bounced more than what the bowler wanted. Let's see where the line was. Right on the stumps. Oh, it hits his bat and then onto his legs. Slow delivery. Mistimed that one. What do we have here? I think he has timed that really, really well. Lands far beyond the boundary. This is the longest six that we could see. Kanaga has shown good intent, and he has done really well today. 16 balls, 36. There you go. You see it, how well timed that shot was. I think they have seen him enough, and if he keeps bowling the same pace and same loopy deliveries, he's going to go for runs. On this occasion, he made it into a full toss by stepping towards the ball and puts that away for a boundary in the vacant region. There was no opportunity for any fielder to do anything. I think the footwork did not work on this occasion. Anwar needs to do better. So 15 gone, 94 for 4. Parag comes back into bowling. He has a change of ends. He bowled from the walkway road end earlier. Now he's bowling from the commentator's end. He wants to adjust Ram, but Ram is not looking. So he gives up and says, alright, I'm going to continue bowling. Bowling is left arm slow bowling. Last 5 overs for the Devils. How close can they get? Great bowling. Right on the money. A good full ball. Faster than what Bipin thought. Completely missed it. Wicketkeeper had his body behind the ball, so even though the ball did not bounce, he managed to save. Another delivery incoming. Good looped up delivery straight to Govin, but that also means they have an opportunity to run across for the single. They're agile. They're looking for runs. They're not going to stop. And Govin is stationed on the edge of the circle here. So he's always going to give away the run. Kanaga. Good delivery for him. Govin calls it and Govin takes it. Good wicket for Parag to have. Good comeback by the Devils team. They have managed to break this partnership here. And as you see, it was looped up, moving away from the batsman. Could not get the timing on this one. Loops it up. Govin calls it really early and pouches that lower towards the ground. Ramesh, is it? The next batsman in? Asking for some tips. Ramesh is the new batsman in at number 7 for the Devils. The asking run rate has gone up to 17.39. So it's like hit out in the last 4.5 overs remaining in this ground. 60% of their team is back in the hut, or 50%, 95 for 5. Parag just got his second wicket. He's bowled really well today. He's given away only 3 runs so far. Good delivery. One bounce to Rudolph. He shown good intent but caught his foot in an uneven ground area and decided to stop and then catch the ball on one bounce. Can Parag finish this over on the high? Again, faster delivery by him. Goes straight to the keeper. And it was outside the off stump, so Bipin decided that he's going to leave it alone. Keeper puts his body behind the ball and saves the ball from going behind him. Last ball of this over for Parag. Can he put this ball in the right area and get Bipin to do something where West team can be happier? One more opportunity for Parag. Loops it up and batsman mistimes it, but the field is widespread at this moment. Goes to the deep point area. The sweeper cover runs towards their left and retrieves the ball. No, not much harm done there. So it's 98 for 5 at the end of the 16th over, and Parag is 6 runs for 2 wickets at the end of his third. Back live here. The batsman, since there is a change of bowling at the other end, Ram is in attack. Batsman wanted a helmet. He couldn't get it right the first time. Now he's all set. The additional fielder comes back out of the ground. And we're ready to go. Ram bowling his first over, which is going to be the 17th over of the Arizona Devils innings. They are 98 for 5 so far. Their target is 172. Here the first ball in a good area for batsman. Batsman decides that he's going to go for it. Ramesh crosses to the other end. Fast bowler is a good opportunity for the batsman to score. They are a lot more comfortable. This time it's down the leg. Mahmood has to go to his left towards the square leg from the short fine leg where he's stationed. Field the ball and throws it back to the keeper. Only a single there. Round arm action by Ram. Wide outside the off stump. I think the batsman had stepped far outside the leg stump on this, so he couldn't reach the ball in time. Ball just left him and back into the gloves of wicketkeeper. Ram is back in the attack. To the stumps. Deep third man. Rudolph is stationed for such shots. He puts his body behind the ball. Grabs the ball in right time. Only a single again. Bipin back on strike. Four balls gone of this over. Only 3 scored. Good tidy over so far. He manages to connect that one, but not much timing on that. He wants to. They will probably make it. The fielder was a bit slow. And Bipin happily comes back for his 2. He moves on to 43 for in 36 deliveries. One more ball left. 5 runs scored so far. And Devils are in double figures. At one point, it didn't look like they were going to make it. We were even chatting about it. What would be the score that Devils would be able to reach? They have surpassed our expectation. That is all I can say right now. In the range for Bipin. He flat bats that one to the long off area. Straight to the fielder and a single. End of the over number 17. 6 of it. And it's 104 for 5. We are back live. Parag is going to start his last over. He has bowled really well so far. 3 overs, 6 runs and 2 wickets. Batsman steps out, but he has hit that back to Parag, who fields well. On this occasion, no run scored. Yeah, he wants Ram to move little finer. Ram this time is attentive. He saw the bowler. He moves. Another similar delivery, a different shot, goes towards the mid wicket, and he manages to score a single on that one. Good loopy ball. Batsman has connected that. He has put that in the vacant area, but does not go to the boundary at all because of the timing. The ball just stops before the boundary, and batsman cross for easy two. Now Parag wants his mid wicket and the wideish long on to move a little bit straight. He signals to them, ready to bowl his fourth ball. Faster ball straight on the middle stump, and he has managed to grab it. Batsman did not anticipate such a fast delivery. Parag had never bowled a faster one. This time he used his thinking capacity, bowls a fast straight on the middle stump, and he took it out. So Ramesh, who was supporting Bipin, walks back to the hut. Sixth wicket down. Let's watch it. There you go. Batsman had no opportunity. He did not see that coming at all. Even before he could bring the bat in, the ball had hit the stump. Great capture camera. Great replay. Astor Media, we talked about them yesterday during the banquet time. They have done a phenomenal job here throughout these days. They are one short on their crew, or probably more. I know Babar would want more people on his crew right now to cover this better, but still, he's doing fantastic. We have the technology on hands, and we are making full use of it. Parag has two more balls left, and he is 3 for 9. Can he do better? Or can he better that? Slow, little bit outside the off stump. Batsman watched it, tried a feeble attempt to play it, but again had no chance or no timing there. Ball just goes back. Last ball of Parag's spell. What does he do? He bowls into the stumps. There is a fielder there, but no. Another really lazy attempt by number 21 on that end. Is it Ram? No, Ram is here. Okay, so yeah, we lost it. Let's watch it on the replay. What does our cameraman do? There we go. See, really lazy attempt was on the left. The Ranjit, the fielder, seems to be lefty based on his gait, but he couldn't do much about it. So good end of the spell for Parag. He's 3 for 10, and at the end of 18th over, Arizona Devils are 108 for 6. From the other end, is he out? Is he out? Yes, he has been given out. Batsman walks. Good bowling from the other end. He pouches his first wicket in the second over. No celebrations. No over the top noises there. Batsman happily walks back. New batsman in, Mujib. Bala was the batsman who got out earlier. 6 down, 108. First ball of 18th over by Ram. Alright, Ram will bowl his second ball of his second over. And Muji is ready to take strike. Hits it back to the covers. Covers is little slow. And fresh legs of Muji says, I want a single there. Bipin supports him. Now it brings Bipin back on strike. Bipin has done well for himself. He watched a lot of batsmen incoming and going out. He's 45 of 39. Tries to hit it back. Govind again agile. Again tries to go towards the ball swiftly, but ball is faster than his pace. The long on fielder does the retrieval job. Ball is back in play. Ram walking towards his run up. Brings Mujtaba Shafiq on strike. New batsman, 1 for 1. Another one. Places it towards the deep point area. Fielder runs in from that end. Ranjit retrieves the ball. And Ram gets the ball back. Bipin is on strike. He's 1 strike away from his 50. For the team, it may not look big, but in the context of the game where he has lost 7 of his partners on the other side, he has stayed and held the innings on one end. 1 strike. Does he do it? He's gone for it. There is a fielder. Rudolph is stationed at the third man area. Another single scored. And if you're watching the game live on YouTube, you can see the score. Asking run rate is above 50 at this point in time. 52.29. How do you score that? Only 7 last balls left in the game. Mustaba tried something cheeky here. Tries to go over the long leg area. Misses the plot completely. No touch. 19 overs gone. 112 for 7. And Ram is 10 for 1 in his 2 overs. Alright, Mahmood on the other end is going to bowl. He's a good, decent off spinner. This occasion bowls a slow delivery, goes straight back to the keeper. This is the last over in progress for the Devils, who were chasing the target of 172 runs and so far have managed only 112. Batsman misses this one. Lazy fielding by Anwar at that end. He doesn't decide to throw it back. I beg your pardon, the fielder could be different. But yeah, really lazy fielding. He didn't even bother to throw it back. He could have got a run out there. Mujtaba on strike. Misses that one again. Good bowling. He's maintaining his line. Little bit outside the off. Away from the hitting zone of the batsman. And Muji is trying. He's tries to shuffle across the stumps, but very smart delivery by Mahmood. He bowls right into his legs towards the block hole, and last minute adjustment and just a single down to the square leg region. Good smart bowling so far. Fast and quick outside the off. Batsman had no clue what to do with it. He thought that was a wide, but no, he's maintained his 3 to 4 stumps outside the line of the off stump. Good bowling. Good last over so far. Another wide of the off stump. He tries to hit it. Is he going to go for 2? He is going to go for 2. And that's the 50 run scored for Bipin. He has stayed there. Slow 50, but it's a 50, and that's what it counts. He has managed a half century. One more ball to go there. One more ball. I don't know what they're thinking, but seems like they have given it up and saying that it's the end of the over. 20 overs gone. 114 for 7, and Bipin has his half century and everyone walking backs. So this game was the place number 3 game for the plate and between West Super Giants and Arizona Devils. West Super Giants have comprehensively beaten the Arizona Devils by a margin of 56 runs here. Arizona Devils never looked in position. Their power play was pretty scanty. They did not score the runs. They did not have any opportunities afterwards. We thought that they would go like 75 to 80 runs, but in the end, they managed to score 116 of 7. Only mainstay there was Pippin, who scored a half century, and Kanaga and him had some sort of partnership going for a while, but they were pretty slow in their overall partnership. Kanaga got out, and after that, Innings just slid down the ground. Everyone in the West Super Giants bowled really well. Pick up the bowlers though was Parag, excellent slow. He opened the bowling for them and got 3 for 10. Ably supported by Govind, who got 2 for 13, and Anwar and Ram managed to get one each. Good overall performance by them. West Super Giants will be proud of this. They scored heavily, 172 for 9. Parag and Anwar did the bulk of the scoring there, and then they gave no chance to Devils whatsoever. Right from the first over, they gave away nothing and contained them for 116 for 7. In the end, it turned out to be a one-sided game. We thought that 172 was a chaseable score, but Devils did not make any attempt of chasing it, and after the power play, they just lost the plot there. Good game so far. We're happy to sign off here. We're going to take a little bit of break before the next game begins, and we'll be back for more entertainment.